Well, we are covering everything going on from the Colts' first preseason game against the Baltimore Ravens. We're going to cover the good, the bad, the ugly. It is officially overreaction season here for the Indianapolis Colts, and I am here for it, here to feed into it, and also here to give a little dose of reality. What's going on? It's Elijah from Sports Talk Indy, where we cover all things Colts every single day. Now, obviously, the big story coming out, I was on vacation last week. If you missed it, was that Anthony Richardson started the game out 2 for 3 for 21 yards, including he looked pretty good, pretty poised, and then obviously there was some sort of miscue, and Anthony Richardson took what would be a very, very hard sack and went down, dislocated pinky, which is a miracle. I mean, I think if you were like myself, you thought that Anthony Richardson had broken his finger on his throwing hand, it was it, or that he injured his shoulder when he initially came out. Went to the far extremes of how bad this could be. Now, luckily, he did return to practice. We'll cover that more in a second. But this gave an opportunity for Daniel Jones to come in. Now, Daniel Jones had a 47 percent completion percentage. He was 10 for 21, immaculating 144 passing yards with 0 TDs and 0 interceptions. He was sacked once and ended with a passer rating of 70.3. Again, we'll cover that in a second, but I want to get to more. The kind of going back, and then Riley Leonard obviously was the third quarterback. I liked Riley Leonard. Riley Leonard looked real fun in this. Obviously, I don't think Riley Leonard's going to be anything more than the backup, but he was fun to watch. It was electric. He had poise. I mean, there were times where he was running around and scrambled a little bit more, and it honestly, it was honestly reminiscent of the Andrew Luck days. It was a lot of fun to watch. So, again, Riley Leonard's going to be the third string no matter what, but it was fun to watch. I enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing him more throughout the rest of this preseason. But he was 12 of 24 for 94 or for 92 yards with 1 interceptions, and he had 34 rushing yards. And he orchestrated the Colts' lone touchdown drive. Obviously, it's preseason; no one gives a rat's tail about if you're scoring or not as far as touchdowns go. You really just want to see these guys do well and succeed. But Leonard admitted that he relied too much on his legs. I've made plays on my feet, but I think I can't rely on that. Need to go through reads and trust these guys. And then kind of going through some offensive metrics, the Colts had more yards compared to the Ravens. They had 366 compared to 226. Third down efficiency, the Colts went 5 of 17. The Ravens 4 of 13, and the Colts edged out first downs 18 to 14. So obviously this is preseason, so there's not really you're not feeding into that. But I will say there were a lot of times that this Colts defense looked really good, especially the defensive line, and I think that that's something that we hope to see. I mean, Samson Ibukam is back, obviously Leatu Latu, and then obviously going with Lou Amarulo for the defensive coordinator, I think is going to be good. So let's kind of get into my thoughts. I mean, that's why you're here. You're here to get my thoughts on the quarterback battle, right? I have from the beginning been cautiously optimistic about Anthony Richardson since his rookie season. I think Anthony Richardson's ceiling is so unbelievably high. I also think his floor is so unbelievably low. I would say that his floor is below any other starting quarterback in the NFL. And that's where he is basically right now. He looks really, really good. But I think that we would be kidding ourselves if we were to tie our horse, pun intended, tie our wagon to a horse with literally no legs. And I think that's what we can find ourselves into. I want to be a realist when it comes to the future of the Indianapolis Colts. I want to be a realist and say, I want what's best for the Colts. If that's Anthony Richardson, great. If that's Daniel Jones, great. Daniel Jones might not work out. Anthony Richardson more than likely won't work out. It could work out, and it could be great, but I don't want to go into this blind optimism where we assume that Anthony Richardson's going to be the best quarterback to ever exist, because honestly, we've just not seen that. To see that Daniel Jones was 10 of 21, immaculating 144 passing yards, honestly, to see a quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts put on the Colts uniform and be able to throw for more than 100 yards or 140 yards is encouraging. I want to see that, and I want to see it under Anthony Richardson. No one wants Anthony Richardson to succeed more than I do, but I also don't want us to fall into this place where we're not real with ourselves and real with the organization to say that we've got a good team. We've got a really good running back room. I would say one of the better running back rooms in the league. We've got a good wide receiver core. Adonai Mitchell has taken leaps and bounds throughout this offseason than he did last year. I love to see it. I think Adonai Mitchell is going to be an elite wide receiver, or has the potential to be. Alec Pierce looks good. Josh Downs is good. Michael Pittman, like, these are good guys. Tyler Warren looked great so far in preseason and has looked great throughout the entirety of the offseason. This offensive line is good as long as they're healthy. This defensive line is good. Linebacker room needs some work, but the defensive backfield is good. It's gotten bolstered up if they can stay healthy. Obviously, losing Justin Walley for the season, that was announced this past weekend. If we can keep our guys healthy, Juju Brents and Jalen Jones healthy, I think it's going to be a really, really good team, especially with Cameron Biden and Jadavius Ward. Nick Cross I liked. I think Nick Cross still has potential to be good. What I'm saying is there is a good team around the quarterback. And if we can get even just above average or right at average quarterback play, I think this team has the potential to go really far, especially if we get good coaching, our offensive and defensive coordinators, and our play calling. Our play calling has got to be better. Rely on our strengths and don't force something that's not there. If it's not there, this is the season. I do believe that if it's not there, that this is going to be the time of which it's going to get blown up, and we got to be okay with that. We got to be okay with ourselves and say that makes sense. But I think that Anthony Richardson, this is what concerned me watching this game with Anthony Richardson, was that even on a hit, obviously this hit was nasty and no one should have to take this hit. There was clearly something wrong. If you want my honest opinion, which of course you do, you're here, why else would you be here? My honest opinion is it did look as though that the read was supposed to be on the right side. It was supposed to be a play of which Anthony Richardson was supposed to be, and you know that because the running back was out and the tight end was out, both running out routes to the outside. Running back was 5 yards inward than the tight end, and both were wide open. Anthony Richardson was looking left, obviously did not see the defender. The offensive line shifted left, which means that Anthony Richardson, in all likelihood, from my understanding of the breakdown that I've seen of that play, Anthony Richardson should have been looking right. Now, was he expecting the tight end or the running back to pick up that blocker? Who knows? Who knows? I mean, obviously, there's a mistake. Something happened. There was a mistake there. But what I am saying is that even on a play like that, Anthony Richardson still failed to be able to get up. And he said he wanted to go back into the game. Obviously, it was a preseason game. But that's concerning, is that even on a hit, like on any hit, it just seems like this guy has glass, is made of glass. We'll obviously see. And we'll cover on the next video that's going to be released very shortly, probably tomorrow morning, Monday morning. Going to cover what Anthony Richardson, what we saw from practice from him today, and what we're seeing from Daniel Jones, and where we're at with the status of the most anticipated quarterback battle in the National Football League. We're going to cover that all and more. Thank you for watching. Please stick around. We'll see you on the next one.